Hey guys, happy Monday. We're going to be working on a project today that if you are one of my students from Mitchell, you've probably done with me at some point. But we're going to be drawing different emojis. You can make as many as you want. I did 4 on this one. And the reason that I wanted to do a project with emojis is because tomorrow we're going to be working on making a comic strip. And to make a comic strip, it's good to know how to draw different emotions, like how people feel. Because if someone in your comic is supposed to look happy or sad or angry or like they're evil or something like that, it really helps to be able to draw different emotions and know how to show those. So for this project, you are going to need a piece of paper, a scissors if you want to cut it into a square, and I will show you how to do that. You will also need your coloring supplies. You don't need a pencil first. It's up to you. And also, once you get your paper folded and you have the boxes, you might want to find something that's a circle that you can trace. Of course, ask a parent first before you just start tracing around stuff. But if you find something that's round, you can make the faces. So when you're making different emojis, obviously emojis are meant to show like a different emotion. And when you want to draw someone that is supposed to be feeling a certain way, if you make all their faces the same, it's hard for someone else to know what's going on and how that person feels. So there's a lot of ways that you can show how somebody feels with how you draw them. And 2 of the main things that you want to look for when you're trying to draw someone that's supposed to be feeling a certain way is their eyebrows and their mouth. Those are like the 2 biggest giveaways for how someone feels when you're drawing them. So I'm going to talk about that while we're drawing today. You can go get your supplies. You need, again, paper, scissors if you want to make it a square, coloring stuff, and maybe something round that you can trace to make your circles. Let's get started. All right, guys, so the first thing that we are going to be doing is making our paper into a square. So I have just a regular piece of printer paper here, and I'm going to show you how you can make any paper look like a square. So what you have to do is you take a corner of your paper and you want to fold it over. Oh, you want to fold it over until this corner and this side meet this side. So I'm going slow and careful and lining it up. So look at that. Now it's like a smooth line, and this corner is like, if I were to fold this down right now, it would kind of turn into like a point there, and you'll have a rectangle of paper at the bottom here. So I'll show you one more time. Take this side, I slowly fold it over until it's even with this side, and I'm gonna press that fold down. And it's not completely perfect. You can see here that, it's not even, but that's fine. It's good enough for what we need to do. Now this rectangle here is the part that we are going to cut off. So just go slow and careful. This part is a little tricky, cutting out this square, so if you need help from an adult, why don't you grab an adult and they can help you with it. All right, and now when I open this up, I have a square. I don't really want this diagonal fold showing, so I'm gonna like flip my paper over and kind of smooth it out a little bit so you don't see it. There was one on this one, but you can't see it anymore now that it's all colored in, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. Now I want my 4 boxes. If you decided not to fold and cut your paper to make a square, you're just using a regular sheet of paper, you can do the exact same thing I'm doing. Your boxes just won't be squares, they'll be rectangles. So I'm gonna fold it in half. So it's a rectangle now. Fold it in half, press that fold in, see how my corners matched up. And then I'm gonna fold it in half again. So now it's a small square. And I'm gonna whoop, press the fold in. Nice. Open it back up, and you have your 4 boxes. Now, what we are going to do is we need to make our 4 squares so we can have our different emojis. I was looking all over my house for something that's round, and I found this giant thing I have of fish food, so I'm gonna use this. And if you are using a Sharpie marker like I am, please make sure you put something underneath your paper, otherwise you're gonna get Sharpie on the table. So I'm making sure that it is kind of in the middle of this square, holding down on the fish food or whatever round thing you found. Hold down with one hand and then make your circle. I'm gonna do all 4 before I work on my faces. All right, so I have my 4 circles ready so I can make 4 different emojis, and you can make whatever emojis you want to make in these boxes. I chose these 4 because I wanted to talk about how you can draw different emotions to make someone look like they're feeling a certain way. So we'll just copy this one. If you're making your own, that's totally fine, but you know, you do you. As we're drawing this, we're gonna think about what about each of these faces shows us that that person feels a certain way. So if you look at this first one, this one's obviously feeling happy. What about it is making that face look happy? You're probably thinking, well, the big smile on the face. And that's true. So a big smiley mouth, it curves up. That can make someone look happy. A really good way to practice drawing different emotions could be just looking in the mirror and making different faces for different emotions, and you'll see how your own face changes. All right, so this one's sad. We have the big frowny mouth to show that they're sad. So we're gonna add that. So it's an upside down smile, basically. It curves downwards. But what else do you notice about this face that makes them look sad? You're probably thinking, well, I guess the eyebrows look sad. And when someone feels bad, a lot of times their eyebrows kind of go that way. They angle in this direction. Where the eyebrows are kind of almost like meeting in the middle, those go up when someone feels sad or confused. Where here, they go down. So, see this eyebrow, how like this part, the middle is going up? We're gonna do that. So, kind of, it can curve or it can be straight, but you want this part to be up and this part to be lower down. So, now it looks sad, like you can tell by not just their mouth, but their eyebrows too. And the little teardrop, you know, it's round on the bottom and then it's pointy where it goes by the eye. All right, for our next one, our angry face, I'm gonna talk about how to do that one after I color in these eyes. For an emoji, usually the eyes are just solid black, so that's why I haven't really been explaining that too much, but just a black oval. All right, so for angry, now we have the color red, which shows that someone feels angry, but also, again, we see some evidence of how they feel based on their mouth and their eyebrows. So this one, when someone's mad, the middle part of their eyebrows goes down, and then this goes up. So if you want someone to look angry or upset, you have those eyebrows tilt down towards the eyes. So like this. Now on this one looks really mad, right? Because there's that frowny mouth, those angry eyebrows. If you want to make someone look like they're maybe kind of like evil, if you're trying to make an evil character when we work on our comics tomorrow, you can give them the angry eyebrows, but give them a smile. Then they look kind of evil, right? It's kind of like the little devil emoji with the horns. So see how those angry eyebrows, if we flip them out around, it kind of gives a little bit of a different feeling, right? But they still kind of are similar in that they seem like they're maybe not feeling the nicest, right? And then this one, surprise. Now, if you want someone to look like they're really shocked, having their mouth open, and then this one is like the eyes are super wide. So we draw 2 circles, and you can see the whites of their eyes. So you draw a little black circle inside, you can see the area around. And then someone who's surprised has eyebrows kind of similar to the sad face. The middle part is more up. They're kind of more shocked, like they're gasping, so their eyebrows are just up higher. So I'm gonna draw mine up here. These eyebrows would also work on this one too, I think. And then you draw an open mouth. So a lot of drawing different emotions, you guys, is really about how you make especially the eyebrows and the mouth look. If you look at a bunch of pictures of different emojis, and you think about, okay, like what feeling is this one supposed to have, you can look at the eyebrows and the mouth and you can figure out what about that emoji gives it that emotion. So go ahead, guys, and draw your 4 emojis. They can be the same as mine, they can be whatever ones you want, and then color them in. If you want them to kind of look like pop art, you can color each emoji a different color and each background a different color too, but it's totally up to you. Just have fun and go for it, guys. Alright guys, I hope you had fun drawing your emojis with me today, and try to remember some of the stuff we talked about while we were drawing about how to draw the different mouths and the different eyebrows to show different emotions, because tomorrow we're going to be working on a comic strip and these things will be coming in handy. I hope you had a good time drawing this with me today. I miss you all so much, and I will see you tomorrow so we can work on our comic strip. Bye!